Back-to-back wins for the Matildas over Argentina over the past week. 2 impressive results and overall strong performances from Australia. I'm going to be talking about 5 things that I think we learned from these matches. And I think there's plenty of reasons to be excited about this next step moving forward. As we know, this is the end of an era as Tom Samani has been leading the team on a temporary basis. Joe Montemuro has been appointed officially as the next Matildas head coach. So this is indeed the end of an era, but it's really exciting seeing where the Matildas are going from here following these couple of games. I think we're in a really good position leading into the Asian Cup, obviously next year as well. So first of all, touching on the couple games, the first game, the Friday night game in Melbourne, over 40,000 fans at Marvel Stadium for this one, 2-0 to Australia. Goals to Carly Johnson and Caitlin Torpey. Having a quick look at the lineup in this game, it was a decent lineup for the Tillies, obviously resting the Arsenal trio, Kyra Cooney-Cross, Caitlin Ford and Steph Catley had recently featured in the UEFA Champions League final, so they were rested in this game. But again, still a strong lineup here. Carly Johnson was the star on the night, scoring a goal. Caitlin Torpey on the score sheet as well with a goal that was a bit of an accidental one, flew into the back of the net. I'm sure was intended to be a cross, but Caitlin Torpey will of course claim that one. Overall, strong performance from the Tillies, getting things clicking in attack. We look at the stats as well, and Australia did control much of this game. 16 shots with 6 on target. Argentina just managing the 3 shots, in Australia with more possession in the end. 4-1 win in Canberra. We're having a quick look at the stats in that one as well. Very similar indeed. 15 shots, 6 on target for Australia. 60% possession. Again, controlling much of this game against Argentina. Argentina managing to get that 1 goal in that first half there through Nunez. A nice strike it was, but again, Australia with the goals here. Sayer with the double, she was fantastic. Emily Van Egmond and Michelle Heyman chipping in with goals in the second half as well for a pretty convincing victory for Australia in the end. So overall, it was pretty comfortable for the Matildas. We weren't tested too much defensively, and there's so many reasons to be excited moving forward. So let's discuss those now. I think number one for me, one of the big things that I took away from these couple of games is player versatility. And look, we already knew this, I guess, heading into these couple of games, is a number of our players in our Matilda squad play a variety of positions, but that has really been consolidated. And I like that from Tom Samani, that he has allowed the players, the freedom to shift around the park. Just in this last game in Canberra, we saw Caitlin Ford, either playing in a central role or out wide. Holly McNamara through a central role or out wide as well, especially in those attacking positions. A lot of versatility there. We've got even players who can shift into a full-back position as well, like Steph Catley can either play a left-back, centre-back. It feels like almost every player can play 2 or 3 positions, which is, it's a good position to be in. We don't want to feel like, if a player has to go off and we have to shuffle things around, that it's really going to destabilise our system. The second thing we learned from these couple friendlies is that I think our squad depth is maybe as strong as it's ever been. And again, this is something that we're seeing over the last few months, over these friendlies that we've been having. And of course, these friendlies are an opportunity to give maybe some new players, some returning players, some players who haven't had as much game time, more of an opportunity here. And that's what we've seen even over these couple of friendlies as well. And the performances have been really, really good, especially from these newer, younger players coming through. And I would argue that it's probably as strong now as it's ever been. Obviously, we'll see how it go in a major tournaments, which is coming around next year. But it's exciting thinking that we have so many players now in so many positions that can perform at a really, really top level. I think we really do have to credit Football Australia and Tom Samani for allowing that to happen. That's really been the mission, I think, over almost the last year now, to bring through the next generation, to give plenty of game time to other players. And I think we're in a position now where, even if we were, for example, missing, a number of key players due to injury, I don't feel as concerned, because we've got a number of players who can step in and still perform at a top level and maintain that quality for the Matildas. And these last couple of friendlies have really shown us this depth as well. Courtney Nevin, Jamila Rankin at left back. As we know, Ellie Carpenter has been away for these couple of games, but Charlie Grant has been performing at a top level as well. We've got a number of centre backs who can jump in. And again, even Amy Sayer, Carly Johnson stepping up, these younger players who were fantastic in these couple of games as well. Again, Katrina Gorry was out, but Claire Wheeler stepped up in midfield, and she was incredible over these 2 games as well. Not only is there that versatility, but that squad depth is there as well. So the squad's looking in a really healthy position, in my opinion. The third thing that I took away from these couple of games is that I think our attack is seriously improving. I mean, we think back, it wasn't that long ago, the She Believes Cup. I remember we had a couple of games there where we just completely struggled in attack, barely managing to get a shot on goal. And looking at where we are now, we're looking at a much better position. Watching this team move forward in attack, there were a couple really nice moments going forward where we looked really dangerous, and we were moving with such determination and speed that maybe we haven't seen in the last year or so now from the Matildas. So that was really exciting to see. And even just looking at the shot statistics over these couple games, 16 shots in game 1, 15 shots in game 2 as well. We are creating chances and the players are linking up together really well going forward. For me, the highlight was that second goal in game 2. Caitlin Ford winning the ball really well in the middle of the park, driving forward and releasing that through ball. Amy Sayer finishing it off. These players, when they have the opportunity, they move forward with pace, and it's really, really exciting to watch. It's exciting for the fans, and we managed 6 goals over 2 games here, which is really, really good. Number 4, I think we can safely say that Tom Sermanni has set up new head coach Joe Montemurro perfectly for the head coach role. And look, there's been a lot of talk over the last year in terms of the head coach position for the Matildas, and I haven't voiced my opinion over the last 2 months that I think Football Australia were waiting too long. We needed to get moving on the head coach role, especially after that She Believes Cup when things weren't looking too great. Tom Sermanni, obviously so experienced when it comes to the Matildas setup, and has come in, has steadied the ship, has allowed these new players to come through, returning faces to return to the squad and have a real impact here. And I think Joe Montemurro has been set up perfectly. He is really set up to lead this team to success, in my opinion. Tom Sermanni has really done all that hard work to make sure that Montemurro has a big squad to choose from, plenty of players to select here, and there'll be some real headaches for Joe Montemurro going forward in future Matildas camps, because there is now, as mentioned earlier, that squad depth is looking really, really strong. And yeah, credit to Tom Sermanni and to Football Australia for holding on in the end. There was building pressure from the outside to bring in a head coach. Had to wait a long time here, almost a year I think, and Joe Montemurro finally being announced, and I'm excited about the appointment, that is for sure. Joe Montemurro has had a lot of success over in Europe, and of course even in the A-League Women's competition as well. So it's a great appointment for me. I think it's probably as good as it gets at the moment for the Matildas, and I'm really excited to see the future under Joe Montemurro. And the final thing that I think we learned from these couple of Matildas games is that our new generation is very exciting. And this is something that we've talked about a lot, but especially in these couple games, considering that we look at some of the star players that really flourished in this game. Amy Sayer, 23 years of age, scoring a double in game 2. Carly Johnson was probably player of the match in game 1, 21 years of age. She was coming in for her Matildas debut. We've got these new players, these younger players who are stepping into the squad, and they're not looking out of place. They're matching it with all the other experienced players there. Credit to the coaching staff for maintaining that. Still got to have that experience there, that quality there, those established players are important to have to help bring through those younger players and lead them to success. And that's what we're seeing from these couple of games, especially with Johnson, Sayer getting the goals in these games. Really exciting that it's the younger players who are really shining on this stage here. What were your takeaways from these couple of games? How are you feeling about the Matildas moving forward? 2 back-to-back wins here against Argentina in these couple of friendlies. Thanks guys for tuning in. Make sure to hit subscribe to stay up to date to plenty of Matildas content here on the channel. Hit the like button on the way out. My name's Lockie, and I'll see you in the next one.